Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is
Hey.
Dee,
And I am Leash.
and this is episode number 51 of
51
Allowance.
of Allowance.
Exactly. Damn, 51.
5-1.
That's a lot.
5-1.
Can't believe we're 51.
I know.
51 years old,
Wow.
technically.
Long life.
Very long life. How's your week been?
It's been a week.
No, I think it's better. I think this week has actually been better than the week before. I feel like the week before I was really exhausted.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna be tired for
still quite a long time.
A lot of projects in the pipeline. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna be tired.
I think that presentation that I had at work that I told you about, when that sort of was tied over and that was done, that was it for me. I kind of felt like a breather until the next thing. Until the next big thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna
I'll
be
feel like that once everything is.
Yeah, of course. I think it's gonna be the same thing with your project as well.
Check back with me in spring.
To be honest, I think
that's how long my project is. So check back with me in spring.
Very true, very, very true. So this week we're just gonna cover a few things that's been happening on the internet, I call it.
Yes. But
what?
What are you wearing?
Okay, why not?
Yeah.
I'm wearing ASOS Men. I love this jumper. I got it on ASOS Men. It's super comfortable. It's a shame that it wasn't selling out even more, and it's a shame they don't have more colors.
Yeah, I love the little.
Cozy. If you know me, once I like something, I'm gonna buy it in
all the colors,
in 20 different colors in the same thing, and then I'm just wearing these Zara Burrell jeans that I'm obsessed with. Super comfortable, and of course my glasses.
Very nice, and I love the locks pulled back.
Oh, thanks very much. Thank you.
The little,
girl, who is this?
Hello,
I noticed. I was like, damn, because my loctician actually said, oh, Dion, your hair has grown a lot. And
but you never wear it pulled back like that. I think it's actually really cute. Yeah.
So I was like, when I took it out of the ponytail that was at the top and took out the petals that are at the top, and then I just left it hanging like that, I was like, geez, my hair really has grown quite long. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Thank you.
Very nice.
What are you wearing?
Very cute. I'm trying to be cozy and warm. Adidas jumper and these weekday mom jeans, but I've lost so much weight, so they're really, really baggy. They're really momming.
They're
momming.
Mom.
And these are my favorite jeans, so I will continue to wear them regardless. Even if I'm swimming in them. I don't care.
And there's a time where you couldn't put these jeans
I know, I couldn't put them on.
And then you could barely press the button.
Yep. And now here we are. I can fold them over and everything.
Exactly.
They're big.
So they've what do you call it? They have, what is it called? That whole money cost per wear. Okay.
Yes, cost per wear. Yes, 100%. And it will continue. Yes, exactly. Until they're actually falling down, then I'm gonna wear them. Yeah.
We're talking about your hair before we even started. I like it. I think it's very cute. Yeah, it's very cute. Whatever you've done with it.
Thank you.
So yes, as I mentioned, this week we're gonna cover a few things that have been happening on the internet. Podcast controversies, the designer bag debate, and of course another getting to know Leash and Dee.
Yeah.
So that's a part of our little new segment for January.
Exactly.
And this week's one is pretty cool, so I'm actually looking forward to it.
And we have an Allow It as well.
And then Allow It as well. So please stay tuned, of course, for as long as possible. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend who knows a friend to tell a friend. So what's love got to do with it? Oh my God. I think it's just when people is okay, so these podcasts are going out of control, these podcasts are really getting out of control.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just outrage. What is it called? People are saying outrage culture, or they just want to say the most craziest stuff so that people listen, because
I guess, to gain traction. Because some of this, I'm like, are people... Do you really feel this way? Is it serious? Or you just...
Yeah, because it's not making sense. So these guys, basically, there's these men that have obviously been losing their minds on podcasts this week. First, we had a husband saying that he didn't choose his wife for her looks, but he chose her for her personality, right? And then we had another guy who basically said he's been married to his wife for 8 years and he doesn't love her because he doesn't know her. So this is someone who's basically went down the aisle.
8 years, and he said he doesn't know her.
8 years. He said, I know nothing about her. That's specifically what he said.
Okay.
I know nothing about her. So I don't know. Alicia's going to add the clip of the first husband with the whole personality thing. The one who
she's
says,
not beautiful, but she has a beautiful personality.
She's not a baddie, but she's got a beautiful personality.
Got it.
And this is the reason why I'm with her. And there's a lot of, obviously, people that have got like two sides of the story. So when it comes to love, what's more important really in terms of like, is it physical attraction or is it personality? And then can one exist without the other in a healthy relationship? What are your thoughts? So what's more important, physical attraction or personality? Let's touch on that one first, I guess.
I mean, I think physical attraction is important, but at the same time, somebody having a shitty personality can totally turn you off.
Yeah, it can be awful.
Yeah. So I think both can be true as to, okay, maybe if you meet someone right off the bat, maybe that person's not your type. Right. Not the usual person.
Not your usual type.
Yeah, not the usual person that you would normally go to, especially on a attraction level. Not to say the person is ugly, but it's just
it's just not your usual.
Exactly.
You're 10.
Exactly.
You're 10 out of 10.
So, I mean, but the more you get to spend time with that person, the more that you get to know that person, you build some kind of attraction there, because now you are attracted to that person on an intellectual level.
Well, we hope they're intellectual.
Yeah. Sometimes they're not.
Don't push it back.
Yeah.
But a personality.
Yeah. Okay. Personality. Yeah. Okay. Their personality. The personality got you. Yeah. Wooing a little bit. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Personality. However, it's crazy because I would say the biggest thing, for me, sort of say, I think the third thing is that sexual attraction has to be there, because I feel like if you're not compatible sexually,
if you're not compatible sexually, then I think it's a shutdown for you completely from the very
and there's been plenty of guys really that I've seen where I'm like, oh damn, he's fine, he's a 10, and then it's not,
and then it's a 0 out of 10. I do not recommend.
Exactly. I do not recommend. I know how you're getting to third base, but you're not hitting home runs. So
I don't know. It's very different for me. I think physical attraction for me is broken down into two sets. I'm gonna make it even more complex because they might you would say is conventionally handsome, for instance, on a man, because I'm attracted to men.
Just to put that out there.
Just to put it out. Because there's some people who might question that statement. But just to put it out there, I'm sexually attracted to men. So therefore there is men out there that they are not conventionally handsome according to the magazines, what's put out there, whatever it may be. And I actually still find them attractive. I don't like conventional beauty. I just want you to be a little different,
rough around the edges.
And then some people might call that ugly, but I don't necessarily
ugly, sexy.
But it's not ugly because that's what I find attractive.
I guess, you're right.
Yeah, and the body is a different thing. So also, when you're not conventionally handsome, but the body is T, forget about it. That's a match made in heaven for me.
Okay,
that's a match made in heaven. Yeah, so all the Aaron Pierres, right? That obviously.
Oh yeah, that's the thing now, right?
Beautiful guys, Aaron Pierre. Hey.
Shout out to Aaron.
He's fine.
He's beautiful.
He's beautiful. But it's not my thing. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
That's not it's not my thing.
Is that because you don't want to be losing sleep? Because
no.
Because it's crazy. I think those guys that are not conventionally considered attractive, I think they bring the most drama.
They do, because they're fine as hell in other in other ways.
Yeah.
Like I said, the bodies, the intellect is there, and then everything else, the music takes. You know. So they're out here.
I think those ones are
of course. They're the Scorpios.
Yes,
But the Aaron Piers are not my type, because I like someone who brings a little bit of flavor actually to the mix. He's obviously extremely beautiful man, and there I put it. He's too beautiful. Yeah, I think it's just too like he's a piece of artwork.
He is.
Yeah, he's stunning.
He actually really does look like Mufasa.
Exactly, he literally does. Yeah, and someone said if he was to get together with Thames, their children.
Yeah. Oh yeah, doesn't she have?
Because Thames
she has a crush on him, right? Didn't she say she?
Not just she has a crush on him, but she looks like one of the characters as well.
She looks like Nala, probably.
Looks like Nala, exactly. So people were like, if they were to have children, they would be like fire.
Not them both looking like the Lion King.
Of course, they literally look like the Lion King. But yeah, that's not really my thing. Also, the skin tone. For me, the darker the berry, the sweeter
the juice. Yeah.
So yeah, the skin tone wouldn't work for me, unfortunately. But yeah, personality obviously comes with the guys that are not conventionally handsome, because they have to bring it to the table. They have to bring something.
Yeah.
Besides this. The Aaron Piers, he doesn't even need to speak, I'm sure. So I guess I don't know, it's half and half. I think it's dependent on the person, I guess.
I guess now though, then, would you feel okay with hearing that your significant other says that he does not think that you're beautiful per se? That's not why he married you or was initially attracted to you. It was because of your personality.
Then this whole I choose you for your personality and not your looks. So there's a question here, actually. Is it a compliment, or does it suggest something deeper about how he sees his wife?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people that have mentioned the fact that actually the world today is not emotionally intelligent enough to handle those type of conversations, because technically he's obsessed with his wife. He loves his wife, but he just doesn't necessarily think that she's the baddest bitch in the world, right?
Yeah.
And is that okay? We might think
can both be true.
Both can be true, I think. I genuinely think, I know it sounds terrible, I genuinely think like both can be true. He was looking for a wife, and that's just his wife. His wife is not necessarily the most beautiful woman in the world. He admits it. He never wants to say it. But then at the end of the day, well, should that man go on live on the internet, on a podcast, and say it, not only to his wife, but to the world? Because obviously he's now gone viral. And also, what bothers me is the fact that the wife actually said, he said, my wife hates it when I said this, or she gets upset when I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So if you're not even conscious about your wife's feelings, then that's an issue.
That's a problem.
She's told you that it makes me upset. It makes me feel sad because you're saying this, and he just continues to say it. I think this is where the issue is.
Yeah.
You might know it, but you might not necessarily say it.
Exactly.
Because I tell you now, us women, there's millions out there with men that we don't find attractive.
100%. 100%. 100%.
And you're there
the majority
other reasons.
The majority of women are with men that they don't find attractive.
Exactly. The very high percentage of women are with men that they don't find attractive.
Yeah.
So
100%.
And you might lie in the background and say, "Oh, my man is the finest." Liar.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Have you ever told your man that you find him attractive?
No, I don't think I've told him. I don't think it's ever been a conversation, like a topic. Like I don't need to necessarily tell you. I just show you. He knows.
You never been like, baby, you fine as hell.
Oh yeah, of course. When he's like dressed up and stuff.
Okay.
Like
oh yeah.
Like when he gets when we're going somewhere, he gets dressed up. And also for me, it's like the little things. Like, damn, you smell good today. He knows. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the scent that she likes. Yeah.
He's been rinsing it.
Of course. Of course. He make sure he buys it in bulk.
He's been rinsing that scent. But when he gets dressed up and you're like, okay, cool, this is nice. And then also what I love is when people compliment him.
Yeah.
Because that's a bag.
Yeah.
That's when you really know.
I think that's better than your significant other saying anything.
Yeah, that's a bag.
Yeah.
I've noticed, I think, I wouldn't speak on his behalf, but I most probably think it's the same for him too, because he does compliment me, like, let's say when I get dressed or whatever it may be, or when I'm going somewhere, or just like in general, he compliments me, but I don't necessarily seek it.
Yeah.
I don't seek validation from his compliments.
Yeah.
Is it an added little cutesy thing, mindful thing?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think it adds value to me. I just think it's a nice thing that he does it, but it's not I'm not necessarily saying, "Oh, why don't you tell me you're beautiful?"
Of course.
Like, come on, it's not.
Exactly.
I'm just not that type of girl. I'm sure there's girls out there. I think, what is that? It's a love language, right?
Is it? Would it be words of affirmation?
Words of affirmation. Yeah, it's not for me.
Like,
it's not.
Tell me that I'm
exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah, for me, it's more the acts of service thing. I don't necessarily. All right, you and your sing song.
I know.
You've got a song for everything.
For everything.
You've got a friend on Instagram that everyone says songs for
even with my stories, I think I have a song for every post.
Oh, that's true.
That matches what I'm putting out there.
I also told you the other day that he steps different as well when other people compliment him. The day is filled with...
Of course, because come on now.
Doors
that's
opening, all of that stuff.
None like that.
Oh my God.
That's like, okay, wow,
So I'm just like, chill.
That's me. They're like, chill, son. That's mine. That's me right there. Yeah,
that's me right there.
That's me.
What are you like? Are you the compliments type of girl?
For me, I don't care if I have compliments or not. I mean, I do ask sometimes if he's there and I'm leaving the house. Like, okay, do I look all right? Like, because I want to make sure I don't look crazy.
Yeah.
And normally,
that's true.
I also need affirmation from him to know if I'm doing too much.
People telling you when you're doing too much?
No, because sometimes if he's like, oh, I like it, I know I think I've probably added too much in the mix.
When he likes it, you have to...
I'm like, maybe I need to put something away. Yeah, exactly.
because he styles a lot more out there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now I'm like, okay, I know
that makes sense.
Maybe I'm doing too much. So I need something needs to be left behind.
Exactly.
Yeah. So definitely with that. But yeah, other than that, no, I don't seek validation on how I look.
I just think that it's not necessarily the debate of was it a compliment, was it not a compliment, is it how he really feels. My thing is that he shouldn't just have said it point blank on camera.
Yeah.
And she's mentioned that I don't like it, so therefore stop repeating it. Why do you continue to do it? That's how he's showing a bit of narc behavior in the background.
Yeah, I feel like that was not okay. Yeah. Especially if she told you that she doesn't like it. That shouldn't have been the case. And then also, how do you feel about my partner does this thing, which I actually don't like?
Go on.
So when I'm out, I can appreciate a beautiful woman, especially a beautiful body.
Yeah. If your body's tea, I'm finna tell you.
I'm also into men, but I think women are beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he will go out of his way to pretend like he doesn't know what I'm talking about. No, that's
crazy.
And I don't like that.
That's crazy. Me and my partner, no, we're about that life.
Yeah, right?
If there's a baddie.
There's a baddie.
Babe.
Come on now.
Yeah.
There's no way There's no way you're gonna act like, yeah.
Exactly. There ain't no way.
Am I on my own on this? What's that about?
It's
like all of a sudden you're a saint and you're like, I can't look any, like, what are you talking about?
You know how we said we end up like diagnosing people? That has to be past trauma. Because
Probably.
I think that he was possibly in relationships where he wasn't open enough to appreciate other women in the building or other beautiful women because it was noted as, oh, you're trying to cheat on me, you're going to leave me for her, all that bullshit. The thing is that we're out or we're driving in a car or whatever it may be and there's a baddie across the road, I'm going to be like, hey, please, can you just look over there, don't even forget the road.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on now.
Look at her.
Yeah.
She looks great. And then I think it's an amazing thing to be able to communicate that. But yeah, I think you should be able to do that. Yeah, I think it comes from a place where he wasn't able to.
And what's crazy though, on the other side, I actively flirt. Like if I see a nice looking guy in front of him, and he doesn't care. Even he'll use it to his advantage. Like, try to get us a discount. Try to do this. So I'm just like, that's how we ended up getting upgraded in Dubai. I was like, that guy probably was like, these two are swingers. What's wrong with that?
Don't try and get us a discount.
What? That guy probably thought we were on something. That's how we got the free upgrade to the suite.
I think that he's not, I think in your aspects, okay, maybe that works, but that he's not so keen. He doesn't mind when men appreciate me, like say, oh, she's beautiful, whatever. Yeah. But then if they end up taking it a step too far, he don't like that no more.
Oh yeah,
because then he's got Napoleon syndrome, like 100%. So he's like, nah, brother, what are we doing here? Hold up.
Yeah, no. We're in it together. Yeah, go ahead.
Men are hilarious.
What if I could get a sugar daddy to take care of the both of us? He'll be all over it.
I think I've been said that you could get someone that he would be like, I can quit
all over it. He'll
I can quit my job. Let's just focus on the kids. You work. Technically, that's a job.
Exactly. He'll be all over it.
That is so funny. This is how like relationship dynamics are just so different wherever it is. So you've just got to make sure that you do what works for you, but also being conscious and compromising with your partner's feelings and how they feel about the things that you say or the things that you do. Stop doing the things that most probably they actually actively say, okay, cool, this is not cool, I don't like it. Yeah. Why are you going out of your way to go and do it? So I think that's what that's that's hilarious. One thing though also that I've noticed in this like our friendship group, like there's just really nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I think people make it weird because they're weird.
Yeah, I wonder why people make it like a sinister thing.
Yeah, they make it. There's no ill intent. Yeah, there's nothing there that's like sitting on your mind to be like, oh, okay, because of this. It's just strange to me. But then there's also actually saying that now that I think about it, there is a few people in like our friendship group where I'll intentionally know that they look good that day or they're dressed well that day, and I won't compliment them. Because I know they would either make it a thing or their partner would make it a thing. I'll just observe. Exactly. We look and we don't judge. Instead, I'll just observe and I'll leave it alone. Yeah. Because I know they're gonna take it home and rinse it.
Of course.
And say, oh yeah, she wants you. Girl, no, but
now she wants you.
Again, nobody wants that man except for you. That's why.
That's your man, girl.
That's your man. He's with you for a reason. He's been with you for that long for an actual reason. Yeah. And you've been with him for that long for a reason.
That's your man.
So I guess in the end, they ended up deleting the clip.
Oh, did they delete it?
Yeah, they deleted the clip.
Oh, yeah. But that was before the internet got a hold of it.
Of course, yeah. So it's been reposted and people have, like, reactors have reacted to it and all of that stuff because the reactor thing is also huge. The market is huge for that. So they were all over it. But what I think is that they ended up deleting it because apparently so many people were messaging the wife. But then they've uploaded a sort of like, not an apology, but like an explanation of some sort.
Of why he said it?
Yeah. And then she is basically asking questions.
He must be in the doghouse.
He is. So she's asking questions that the public has asked, and she's asking him the question. So she's expecting the answers. But like at the beginning of the clip, Leisha's going to put it in, you guys are going to see. He's like not laughing. And I don't know if it's like a nervous laugh, but she's straight faced, like, stop laughing. Answer the question.
I have a nervous laugh.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
it's extremely inappropriate. Yeah. Like, you can't help it.
Yeah, no, it's a mental thing.
Yeah, you can't help it. Your kid does too.
Yeah, exactly. I have a nervous laugh. I have an angry laugh. I even have a sad laugh. Yeah.
You've got a sad laugh?
Yeah.
You know what? I know you've got not an angry laugh, and not that you're ever really that angry, but I know when you think something is just, you're not for it. You laugh a bit, and then I'm like, okay, that's not her normal laugh.
Yeah, it's like you know.
Yeah,
like a. It's
so weird that happens though. Just like
a thriller laugh.
Yeah, you're funny. Yeah. It's gonna be funny when I put these hands.
You got me fucked up. Yep,
that's hilarious. But he's like laughing the whole entire. Well, most of the interview. Well, if you call it an interview. So I'm thinking, what's the point of deleting the first clip and then reacting to the comments from the first clip?
Yeah.
In the way he knows is wrong.
Yeah.
Because they deleted it.
Of course.
And it's now, the internet's the internet. Everything that you put on there is going to be there forever.
Forever.
So.
Like Cardi B said.
Cardi B is really something else. I can watch that one for days. She's really a character. The second husband statement, remember, I've been with her 8 years and I don't love her. Is there, again, same issue, does it reflect a deeper issue in the marriage, or is it just an example of someone misinterpreting what love means?
You know, when I first heard that, I was like, what are you talking about? You've been with somebody for 8 years and you don't love them and you don't know them. But then maybe something has occurred in the relationship where it's like you thought you knew this person,
but then you just don't.
But you realize that actually I don't know who this person is.
But why are you still together?
Yeah, that's the next question.
It's just really strange to me. Like, because people act like relationships are not, like, they're not optional. Like, they're optional. You can either tick the box or not tick the box or untick it. It don't make no sense to me. You don't have to be together. You can just be alone. That's okay. I think it comes back to the fact that a lot of people actually are not content in being alone.
Yeah, no.
They just want to have someone around them, regardless of whether they love them or they don't love them. And these conversations are also part of, I think, when Michelle Obama mentioned the fact that she was with Obama for a very long time, they had children, and there was a period of time, which was maybe about 10 years.
Yeah, she said she didn't like him.
When she didn't even like him.
She said
I was just there for my kids, and that was it. He was barely there anyway, so it is what it is. But I genuinely think that, I think this is the whole deal. People confusing commitment with convenience. Or is it convenient to commit? So you just do. Or it is because I know a lot of, sorry to cut you off, but I know a lot of London people are just together because it's cheaper.
Cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep each other, not just her, but him.
Yeah. But I mean, in both aspects,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, people do, cheaper to keep her is a thing.
It's a term, exactly. It's cheaper because people don't, they don't want to have to pay for their own rent, a single rent, basically, for one person. So living together is a lot cheaper. Having the children in one place.
That's for those that are 50-50.
Not just for those that are 50-50, because if you're not 50-50 and one half is paying all of it, the person who doesn't pay also doesn't want to leave.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Because why would I leave when all the bills are getting paid for?
That is true.
So I'm just gonna stay.
But then even I wonder, the one. This could be in my case too. Yeah. But the one that is paying for everything, right? Mm-hmm. If that person is miserable or unhappy and doesn't like their significant other, why is there also a problem? Why can you not tell that person to
leave,
to kick rocks?
Because of course, the aspect changes when there's children involved. Because then if you tell that person to kick rocks, you then have to find childcare.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's more convenient to keep them inside the home.
Yeah.
Because they can then look after the child inside the home. There's no, oh, come pick up your kid, because your kid is there.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Because they don't want to pick up their child.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's just, everyone's doing everything for their own, like, benefit, but no one is really, like, talking about that.
Yeah.
And then this whole fairy tale of, you know, this person is really in love with me for all of me, and everything is done in the benefit of the unit. And I'm
like, do I believe? Like, is it real? I don't know.
I've told you that concept for me, I think is completely, it's gone. It's like Santa is not real, right? I think that concept of finding this one person, I've explained on, I think maybe a few episodes ago, that I genuinely now believe, as I've gotten older, and I think this is what our elders were really trying to tell us when they said you need a community, you need a tribe. They kept on pushing that for us, because they knew that you can't get everything from one person. It just is not physically possible.
Yeah.
And then the burden of that one person thinking you're that one, they're that one person, makes the relationship dynamics even worse because of it. You should be able to get other things from other people. And I'm not saying, again, I have to repeat, because someone will take this one bit of the clip and then go over there and say, she says she wants to be poly. She says she wants multiple husbands. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can get different things from other people, from your friendships, from your work relationships, from your children, from hobbies that you discover and love to do. From all of those things, you should be able to get gratification for life in general, not from one person.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
To even think that we had that idealistic idea is actually mental to me.
Be your all, your everything.
Yeah. It's just mental to me. And also soul ties, because people will be like, okay, this is my soulmate. I think soulmates come in different versions.
So you don't believe in twin flames?
No, I believe in twin flames in not just in, what is it called? Intimate relationships, but they can also be in platonic relationships. I think we have this discussion because I believe my son is genuinely my soul tie, like my twin flame.
Yeah.
And people would think, oh, that's really a strange thing to say. But really, he genuinely makes me a better person. I see myself in a different light because of him. And not only is everything done for him and for his brothers, but it's like everything I exercise, I do, you know, like I think my mindset, everything like that is kind of switched because of him. And then you can't just tell me that's just a mother-son relationship.
Yeah.
I think he's genuinely been put here to change my life.
Yeah.
So that has to be a soul thing. But then that's just not with him, though. I can't put that solely on just him. Yeah. That's also with his dads. Like, there's certain aspects of myself that I've, like, completely seen in a different light because of him. So, yeah, you can't put that all in one person. Our friendship. There's so many things that if you were to tell me like 10 years ago, oh, would Dion be doing this, speaking to this person, doing that, I most probably would have never done, because you would not, like, you wouldn't be my friend. But because you've brought like a different perspective or point of view, you've made me a better person. Then again, that's also a soul thing. But is it, am I putting it, because there's a lot of people who at the moment, like, because they haven't had an intimate relationship or a sexual relationship, they're putting their platonic relationship as idolization as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, idolizing their friend. And then it's like that your friend is going to be exhausted.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to be tired. They're going to be like, "Come on,
yeah,
you know, I can't bring everything. I can't bring everything to you." Right, and then that's when you hear, "Oh, so and so, there's a friendship breakup here, a friendship breakup there," because there's no balance. You should be able to bounce off other people and not just one person.
Yeah.
But that fairy tale idea, the Disney thing, for me is yeah. I was very much, I'm a Cancer, not just, I'm quite an emotional person. So growing up, I always have like dreams of things I'm going to achieve, that I'm going to do, people I'm going to be with, all of those things. And now I've kind of just like, you got a reality click, I think, after a while, and realize actually, if those things happen, then great. But am I going to put my whole life into that? Not necessarily. But I'm sure there's loads of people who would disagree with me, because of course they've got their
have their be all, they have their be all and end all.
So, I don't know, what do you think about the whole, because you were mentioning something about, I get why he would say that I don't love her and I don't know her.
Yeah, because I think maybe, as even how when we talked back to Michelle Obama, maybe they are in a phase or in a space where he does feel at the moment that this is not the person that he married, or this is not the person that he thought that he knew. So that is a reason why at the moment, he doesn't love her, or he doesn't know her, or it could be a moment of growing pains, especially for those type of couples that have met in high school or in college. Like, you've known that person as when they were at a certain period in their life. That doesn't mean that's good. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean that as an adult, that's going to be the same person.
Especially women now. Women change it a lot.
Come on now, especially after having children.
Oh, come on,
right? So, I'm not going to be the same person you met 10 years ago.
Yeah, definitely not.
And that's back to even what you said, not even just, intimate relationships, that's platonic relationships as well. People change, people grow, people, they could change for the worse, maybe they could change for the better, but people do change in some capacity or some kind of form anyways. So, I mean, I don't think it's something that he should have said out loud with his chest, or maybe it was a message that he was trying to send to his wife that,
maybe it was a message.
Yeah,
maybe he's actually been trying to kick her out. And that was his platform to say, actually, finally, please, can you just go?
Because that is a thing, too. Men will do anything in their power to make a woman break up with them. Yeah, before they decide to leave on their own accord. So, exactly.
They very rarely actually put themselves forward to say, actually, you know what? You are not what I want. You're not what I imagined. So, please, can you skedaddle?
Exactly.
So, maybe that was his way of just saying, please, I'm begging you.
Yeah, I'm saying it loud and clear.
What would you do in that situation then? He's home.
I'm going to be like...
By the way, you haven't seen the clip, because, for instance, we're recording this in advance.
Of course, yeah. You haven't seen it.
So you haven't seen the clip. He's just come home. He said, regular day of filming, blah, blah, blah. You've cooked his dinner, the usual. The kids running up, daddy, daddy. Them kids, they ain't got no loyalty.
Of course. Never. They never do.
Daddy's here. Like, he's Superman. He's here to save the world. And then eventually, of course, the clips... Well, the episode is aired.
Yeah.
You listen to it.
Yeah.
Because you don't... This is before it's been clipped.
Yeah.
Then it gets clipped to be posted on. Allow it.
Yeah.
And then it shows that specific clip. But you've already listened to it. You're in your car. You're at the gym. Wherever you are. What's your thought process?
I'm going to have to rewind it. I'm going to play that back. I'm going to have to play that back real quick.
It ain't going to sound any different from when he was playing that back the first
time.
But
also, then, I mean, this is something that, you're just refusing to actually acknowledge.
Already.
Yeah, acknowledge the fact that maybe both of you guys don't like each other.
They most probably don't even live together.
Right,
they're making these assumptions.
Exactly.
He's most probably been separated with his wife.
Maybe they're just both in it trying to, hustle it out for the kids.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's what it is.
So I guess it was just honesty. The only issue is the platform that it was put on, and why I think these people in general, well, we're going to say men because they are men that spoke on this. Do you necessarily think like a women podcast would go and say with their chest, actually, I don't love my husband? I don't think it's a thing for women because they're so caught up.
Especially black women. I don't know. Black women, we're on this we don't play about our men, and especially black men.
course.
They'll be trying to protect them
we're so loyal to them
at all
and all
causes.
that stuff.
You won't hear.
Yeah, you never really hear it with your chest. Also, I think there's a perception of what other people would think.
Exactly.
So I don't want people to hear that we're having problems in our relationship. Or
exactly.
So I guess you possibly would never hear it. But geez, man, I just don't understand why with their chests, they're really out here just saying all types of nonsense on the net about their significant others. Is it something that possibly that you guys would think is, of course, well, it might not be a complete no-no for others, but share in the comments. Like I said, Leisha's added the clips in there, so you get to see them, and put your views in the comments and let us know what you guys think. Jeez, man.
Crazy.
Crazy. What also has been happening on the internet is there's this woman who went to a popular designer brand to get, I guess, the bag of her dreams. And she was extremely excited to a point where she was like having palpitations. She looked like she couldn't breathe. We're gonna add the clip for your reference. She was shouting, she was screaming. The essay was actually saying, you need to calm down. The essay said a couple of things that I'll mention as well that I don't think that she should have really said, but that's something that's neither here nor there. But it's like, I'm guessing she was on the Hermes list, and she eventually got whatever bag that she was waiting on. She had been waiting for. So it's I don't know. It's interesting. What are your? Do you think it's tacky?
I mean, I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't know if I think it's tacky.
Would you ever be excited for a designer bag? Okay, point blank. Let's just put it out there. Is there a bag there that you think, okay, damn, this is it. This is like, if I have this bag, like, my life would be changed.
No, because I'm not really into bags like that. So
okay. So what is something that you would say? A car?
Maybe a car.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a car. But even, see, I would understand that reaction for a car.
Same, yeah.
But I don't understand like a bag.
And I love bags.
Yeah, but that's not like a bag.
I wouldn't understand it.
A car or a house. Yeah, it's just. That
I would get
that reaction where you're like,
but maybe she has those things now already. Because she's got a Rolls Royce. I did look on her Instagram, and she's got a beautiful home.
So she has money.
She got money.
Okay, so I'm just like, really? Did we get to see the bag? I mean, the bag wasn't shown in the clip.
We didn't get to see the bag.
I want to see what bag this is, because
but I guess, like I said, I was thinking maybe it's like a new money type situation. Like, she's really hustled to be where she is. She's come really from the trenches. So is this a case of it's coming from a place of privilege for us because we haven't been in the mud?
I guess maybe, because I was just like, what? Do you think she was tacky for reacting like that?
I don't know. I think each to their own. Like I said, there has to be like a background story of why my girl is reacting like that for a bag.
Nah, she was about to lose. She didn't even see the bag yet. Like, she didn't even. Everything was happening before she even set eyes on the actual bag.
And also, it's her bag that she's gonna pay for, so she's justified for whatever reaction that she wants to give.
I wonder if she's gonna put the bag in a car seat.
I don't know. I think the essay was rude.
Yeah, she was rude.
She was rude.
She was very rude.
In fact, I would have actually, even no matter how excited I would be, I would have asked for a different essay. Still get my bag, but ask for a different.
I'm thinking about those Birkins that we got for our friend. I'm like when
I looked at it, I said, is this it?
I didn't even say
we're on the Hermes list, by the way, and we got some Birkins. And I looked at that bag. I said,
I didn't even.
Did
she took it out halfway. I was like, yeah, that's it. Because I mean, it's not my bag. Like, I was just like, whatever.
Even if it was your bag,
I was just like,
it didn't. Birkins don't. I've said this,
but I guess if you
don't.
If there's a bag that you want to get, you know what bag you're getting, right? You pick the bag, so you know what.
Yeah, but Hermes selects the bag for you. Then of course they
tell you, they tell you what the bag is. Yeah, so you already know.
Yeah, we already knew what the bag is. I don't know. I don't know. Hermes is not really a brand that I buy into, so it's also very different. Maybe I can't get excited as well because of that. I think genuinely people buy Hermes for the sake of people know it's Hermes and all these Kellys, and I don't like them. Also, the whole clasp opening up a bit, and you're open like your bag looking open, and it's not open. I don't get it.
I have too much anxiety for that. You ain't about to put your hand in my bag.
I just don't get the Hermes hype. I think Hermes is a great brand, and of course the ateliers and all of that stuff.
I love their scarves.
The scarves are beautiful.
Yeah.
The throws.
Oh yeah.
The throws are beautiful.
Yeah.
That I love.
Yeah.
Like if I was to buy my own home at some point in life, I would definitely like have an Hermes throw because I'm like, okay, I'm really buying into that.
Yeah.
The books are beautiful too. They've got books. I like the belts as well, but there's so many bootleg out there that it's just also really hard to tell which one's real and which one's not.
Even the Kelly bootlegs.
Oh, God, yeah.
They're
everywhere.
They're working overtime on those bootlegs. They are not playing. And the amount of money people are paying for those bootlegs has me very confused.
I don't understand
I'm like,
why people spend so much money on bootlegs. Because it's just like, what's the point?
They're paying thousands of dollars for a bootleg Birkin.
Just save for the real one. It don't make no sense.
Nah.
If you want it that much, just save for the real one.
It can't be right.
I don't know. That's their problem.
Maybe it's like a tennis club thing. Maybe it's like, you can't. You're up there already, but you can't afford the Birkin. So because I just don't understand. I would never pay thousands of dollars for a bootleg.
There's so many things I could say.
I mean, put it in the comments because I want to know. These bootlegs, they're not like back in the day on Canal Street where they were like, you would just get in a bootleg for like $50 for the low. Yeah, people are spending
they're paying like £400 on bootlegs, and it doesn't make any sense to me. There's even Gucci bootlegs that people are spending like £300-400, and it's just like, just go to Bicester. Just go to Bicester.
Go to Woodbury if you're in the East Coast in New York. Like it's just wait.
It's really okay. It's really not that deep. But I think this is what I'm trying to say, like it's all subjective really. So her reaction, according to her, might be justified considering her background, whatever she might think to say, okay, she deserved it so much. And possibly that might be her reaction for everything.
Her man must have known. That's why he was recording.
Of course, yeah. And also that might be her reaction for everything. She might just be that person that reacts that way for everything in general. So it might not just have been the bag. Did I think it was a little bit tacky? Oh, maybe a little bit tacky, but whatever.
I think it was tacky for the essay to say, like, you haven't even swiped the card yet.
That's what I said. The essay for me, I don't know. I don't know if the essay would have been the same if it was a Caucasian lady getting the bag. And I don't actually think most probably a Caucasian lady will be having that reaction. You would have the same reaction.
I don't think so. I don't think she would. I don't think the Caucasian lady would have been doing bits like that. I'm sorry, sisters, but she definitely would have been doing. Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Anyway, let's jump into No D Unleash. Our usual Allow It Icebreaker that we started. It's our little new segment we started here in January. A little fun segment so that you can get us. So one of us will read a scenario that we have to respond to, saying either been there, done that, if we've done it, and if not, we'll just say never. Okay? So shall I just one of us, I guess? If you've been there, done that. So do you want to read them out?
Okay.
And I will just answer at the same time. It's just easier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you want to go for it?
I've accidentally sent a text message to the wrong person. Been there, done that. Yeah. I actually just did that recently.
Oh my God. Was it like Saudi?
No, So my younger brother's name is Yannick, and I have a friend named Yannick.
So you just messaged
and
Yannick.
It was my brother's birthday. So I messaged Yannick, and Yannick is like, bitch, my birthday's in June.
Yeah, people stay calling you a bitch.
Oh my God, this wasn't for you. Sorry, it was for my brother. So yeah, okay.
No, I do that quite often, but now we have the privilege of deleting.
Oh yes, exactly.
Delete for yourself, delete for everyone, and all that stuff. Yeah. Normally, I clock it just as soon as I sent it. It's very rare that I send something and then I just like let it sit.
Yeah.
I double check myself afterwards.
Yeah.
It's the corporate in me.
Oh no, I let that sit. I thought it was a Yannick. He was confused.
Did the brother actually get his birthday?
Yeah,
did you copy and paste?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Yannick.
Yes. Happy belated birthday.
Good.
I've tripped and fallen in public.
I've been there, done that.
I don't know, actually.
I've definitely fallen.
I've tripped. Yeah. I'm not sure about fall, like a whole fall. I've definitely tripped.
I think I've done a whole fall, but I just can't remember.
A whole dive?
Yeah, I just can't remember when and
was it during your Ciroc days?
Was probably during my Ciroc days, yeah. But it doesn't bother me, stuff like that. Like, people fall all the time, it's okay. I mean, I couldn't care less. Yeah. I don't have like any like
no embarrassment,
like oh my god, no,
as long as you're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I've eavesdropped on a conversation I had no business listening to it.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah, been there, done that.
And I did it on purpose.
I'm a gossip queen.
Yeah, it's not I had no business listening to. I wanted to listen to it to make it my business.
Exactly. Come on now.
I stay listening
all the time. I've lied about my age. Definitely been there, done that.
I lie about my age. I say this all the time that I think that I'm older than what I actually am.
I always think you forget how old you are.
Yeah, I stay forgetting how old I am. I have to calculate it all the time. And then I have to take like the calculator on my phone to be calculating because age for me is not a big deal. It doesn't bother me whatsoever.
Do we know how old we really are?
Exactly. I could not care less.
It's the government.
Yeah.
Next.
The government indeed.
I've lied to my kids about not having snacks when I wanted them for myself.
No, because my children, I've never done that because my kids, once I say no, that's it. Like,
oh no, my kids they're all about the snacks, but no, I haven't lied about it because if I don't want to give it to you, I'm just not giving it to you. Who the hell do you think you are?
Exactly. I don't have to.
You don't pay my bills.
Yeah, but I'm not. I wouldn't lie about it. Yeah. That don't make no sense because we live in the same house.
Exactly.
I've lied. I've lied to my partner.
Having snacks.
100. I lie about having snacks because especially the popcorn that I buy from Marks and Spencer's, he's obsessed. So buy your own.
Of course, but
don't
why?
Finish
why
mine.
Would they do that?
It just pisses me off. I lie about food to him all the time. He knows this all the time. Not just food, skincare. Anything skincare related, he'll be like, "Oh, where's your? I don't have it no more. It's gone. Money too." I tell him I'm broke all the time. I'm broke right now.
If you're watching,
that's it.
If you're watching, no, she don't.
Broke.
She doesn't.
I have
any
no money. And I always say I don't have any gas.
Oh, all the time.
Oh, can I take it? I don't have any gas. Can you go? I don't have any gas. Let's take your car. Can you put gas in my car because I don't have any gas? And then he goes into the car and he's halfway through. He's like, "There's definitely gas in this car." I'm just like, "Well, you're there already. Just top it up." But yeah, I lied to him all the time.
Oh,
God bless him.
Yeah.
God bless him.
I've had 2 boyfriends at the same time before. Been there, done that.
Yeah. But they weren't boyfriends.
Yeah,
I had a boyfriend and the side piece.
They weren't boyfriends. They were, maybe one would disagree, but...
Yeah. There was definitely a boyfriend and the side piece. And then I got rid of the boyfriend. Then the side piece wanted to become my boyfriend. So I said, okay, cool. Let's see how it goes. But in my head, he was still a side piece.
I think they were both situationships. Even though I did actually... I guess I did break up with one, but I didn't feel like... When I think back on it, we weren't.
Yeah. And then I broke up with the side piece because it was just, he was doing too much. I said, you need to relax, man. I don't like people that over here think that, that where people are like idolizing you so much. It creeps me out.
Yeah.
That's creepy to me.
No.
It's just like, take it easy. We're both human.
Yeah. No, I was young. I'm not proud.
Yeah.
Having 2 boyfriends is a lot of work. But yeah.
I'm proud.
I'm not.
I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the decisions I made then, it is what it is. God has forgiven me. I've repented.
Oh, yeah, I have too, actually.
But I'm not walking around talking about, I should have never.
No, not I should have never, but...
You're just not proud. Because your daughter is watching.
Exactly. I do not want my child to make those decisions that I made when I was younger. Don't do that.
Do you have an allow it for us?
I do have an allow it.
Okay, go ahead.
So, hi, Leash and Dee. I am struggling with a family situation, and I need advice. So, my sister, let's call her Sarah, has a 10-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call him Ethan, who I'm really concerned about. For a while now, I've noticed that my nephew's behavior seems off. He's very withdrawn, avoids eye contact, and has occasional outbursts that seem extreme for a child his age. I've also seen him do things that really trouble me, like being rough with our dog and once pushing his younger sister during a family gathering.
Okay.
I love my sister and I want to support her, but every time I try to bring up my concerns, my sister gets really defensive. She insists that my nephew is just sensitive and accuses me of being too critical or making assumptions. Mm-hmm. This has made it really hard for me to approach her, and even though my gut is telling me that my nephew might need some type of help, maybe therapy or at least some kind of assessment. The tipping point actually happened recently at a family gathering. My nephew got into an argument with another child and ended up really, really beating him to the ground. Yeah. Like, because I just had to check. Really beating him really beating him to the ground. The other child was crying.
Oh my goodness.
And bleeding, and my nephew just stood there smirking.
Jeez.
I wanted to say something to my sister right then and there, but I knew it would blow up into a huge fight. So I stayed quiet. Now I'm questioning whether that was the right decision. So I need to know, should I push harder to make my sister listen, even if it risks our relationship, or do I stay quiet, respect her parenting?
Respect her parenting. Just continue to support her in every way that you can. Besides, you continue berating the fact that the child has obviously got behavioral issues or whatever else is going on with him. Because at the end of the day, unfortunately, that's just not your kid. When you have your kids, you do what you do, and you do all of the analysis and the checking and all of that, sending them to doctors. If you want to go ahead and do that, you go ahead. But leave your sister's kid alone and just support her as much as possible, because she knows her kid is bad.
Exactly. I think as a parent, like Dion said, you would know straight up if there's an issue with your child. And then also, not everybody is willing to take advice, especially about their kids, whether you're the sister, mother, aunt, uncle, whatever. You know, there's people that are okay with that receive that kind of information and want to hear that stuff. But you've already said your sister already kind of gives you pushback and she kind of gets annoyed. So yeah, give it to God. Exactly. You know, put it in prayer. If your sister don't want to hear it, then I would say if it's about you salvaging the relationship that you have with your sister, I would just leave it alone.
Exactly, because anything. I think your relationship really with your sister comes first. And find other ways to support her. Maybe sometimes, like when she might be having a really bad day with him, like spend more time with her. Take a bottle of wine with you, some mac and cheese if it's leash. So yeah, just do other things too, because I'm sure she knows it, and I'm sure she feels bad in her mind. But sometimes denial's the river that we swim in.
Yeah, and I think also too, because you never mentioned that your sister actually comes to you and says like, "Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on with him," or like, like letting you know about the grievances that she's having with your nephew. It's mainly you observing things and wanting to bring it to her attention. So if she hasn't come out of her way to say anything to you,
leave it alone, sis. And be a good sis.
Yeah. I agree.
And on that note, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Continue to make sure you send us these allowances. They really obviously help us to help you.
Yeah.
And then anyone in the comments who has any other advice, please feel free to add it on there. Don't forget to like, click subscribe, share, and everything else in between. My name is Dion.
I am Lee.
And this has been episode 51 of Allow It.
Allow It. Bye.